Hello, hello. Check out this very pretty garnet red E36 with me. This is a, shoot, I think it's a 97 328 IS automatic, not a 5-speed, but it's got 70 some odd thousand miles. It's pretty darn clean and straight, and so it's also for sale over on Cars and Bids. So let's check it out. This was a donation car, so the story behind it, as I understand, is person drove it for a long time. They parked it in their garage somewhere around 2016, 2017 when they stopped driving it, put it on planned on operation, and didn't do anything with it till they donated it. My Car Donation homies, they got it here, they got it detailed, put some fresh gas in it, got it smogged, got it detailed, and here we are. Driven a little bit, drives like an automatic E36 with 70 some odd thousand miles on it, but boy does it look sharp. Very, very pretty color. So let's poke around it, see what there is to see. As I said, the paint largely excellent. Rained here the other day, and so got some water spots and stuff on it, so bear with that, but it's largely pretty good. A little chip on the paint here on this fender, same with this on the there on the fender, little scuff. These tires are older. Now they lived in a garage, so they're not dry rotted. They actually have a ton of tread. They look fantastic. That said, they're from 2015. So these bad boys are almost 10 years old. So certainly by age, they need to be replaced. Could you drive at home? Yeah, I don't see any reason why not. They hold air. They're still very soft. But they are old. Does have locking lug nuts on each wheel. The key is with it, so that is included. Up front here, looks like somebody once upon a time had tape on this front bumper around this fog lamp, and it's still kind of on there. That can get cleaned up. A little scuff there, a few rock chips on the header panel, a couple scratches. This side of the bumper looks a little nicer. So it's got some imperfections, but it's still a very handsome, sharp looking coupe. Typical E36 stuff. The gasket around these door handles are wearing out. A little scratching here. Somebody getting in and out of that passenger door. A little scratch here on the roof. This would make a killer 90s daily driver, in my opinion. Just a sharp looking car. Let's take a look at the interior, see how E36 this interior is. And if you know these cars, you know the interiors like to fall apart a fair bit. This is a sport package car. It's got the sport seats. This outer bolster on the seat bottom and the back. You can see the material's a little different. They've been reupholstered. Looks pretty good, but it's not a perfect match. Rest of this interior, the seats, all look good. Passenger seat looks good. We'll hop over there in a second. So one of the common things in E36 land, headliner. Headliner is sagging on this front edge here, on both passenger and driver, as well as behind the sunroof, and back above the rear seats. Not hanging over my head right now, which is nice. Here at the edge it is, but it's not hitting me in the head. So at some point it's gonna need the headliner done. let's start it up. Dashboard's in good shape. It's not peeling back or cracked. These door panels are in good shape. Pretty common for them to fall apart, and they are not. Center console, very good shape. And what's really cool, check this out. Key, the original BMW fob, which looks suspiciously like a 90s Subaru fob, but it works, which is fantastic. So let's start it up. $75,368 is our mileage. Turn our headlights on, fogs are on. Stereo. From DKNY, Adriana Patel, and more. So enjoy the week and get your... All right. Stereo works. HVAC works. AC blows cold, which is cool. Trip. Date and stuff isn't set. As I said, it sat for a while when it came in to the charity company. And so they, you know, they put a battery in it and stuff to get it out of mothballs, but they didn't take the time to set the date and stuff on the trip here. $202 miles, allegedly. All right, let's pop the hood. Let's see what's under there. Actually first, so we've got signals. Horn. What am I missing here? High beams. Wipers. There they go. Don't have a cassette to test that out. If I find one, I will include it with the auction because that sounds like a good time. Pop the hood. I will say this door, you gotta kinda shut it like you mean it. Otherwise it just wants to hang a little bit. BMW windshield. So that might be the original windshield. If not, somebody made the effort to replace it with an OEM one, which is kind of cool. Calypso rods. Here it is, purring away. Importantly, all the cooling system stuff looks like it's up to snuff. I did notice, so this one does have the proper, this fender does have the proper VIN sticker on it. This one does not, but it's a .R sticker. So at one point somebody put a fender on this car, but they used an OEM BMW part, which is pretty uncommon. So again, kudos to the prior owner. Looking at this car, I really do feel like the prior owners really cared about this thing. There's the lights, they're all working, fog lights included. Because there's a lot of signs this thing was cared about. A lot of the original brochures and stuff, including the original window sticker, come with this car. I didn't check the seat. Let's try passenger. Yep, that all works. Cool. Let's try the driver's side here in a second. But you know, the original key and fob. The fob works. It's got the code for the stereo still. Both of them. It has the original window sticker. Calypso red, sand leather. Came with the sport package, Harman Kardon, automatic, metallic paint, onboard computer, electronic sunroof. Now I did not test the sunroof. I'm a little bit afraid of testing the sunroof, mostly because it's gonna rain allegedly in about 45 minutes. Also, because it's a 90s BMW. I'm betting it works. I don't want to roll the dice. Most of the time I do. Your mileage may vary. I'm not a user of sunroofs, so I would just let that sleeping dog lie. Get in the rear seats and the headliner. Let's pop the trunk. Let's play with that power seat on the driver's side. And then let's go for a drive. One other thing, GS Tuning in Santa Rosa, they are a very reputable, well-known BMW specialist shop up in Sonoma County. I'm gonna reach out to them and see if they can get me service history on this car, see whatever they have. Because yeah, if this person was servicing it there, they spent a lot of money on this car. Because that is a very well-known shop. They do a lot of really good work, and these cars are part of their specialty. They've also got a service manual in here. So maybe they were doing some of the work themselves, not sure. Oh, quick side note as well. Many tangents looking at this car. That aforementioned locking key for the wheels, right here. All right, let's check out that, test this driver's seat and we'll go for a drive. Forward, backwards, up, down. Yep, makes all the adjustments. A little noisy on the up and down, but maybe that squeaky wheel needs some grease. All right, let's I don't know, let's drive the darn thing. All right, let's ride. Okay, let's go. Out for the mail carrier. I mentioned the tires are old. They don't feel old. I still would replace them because I don't trust old tires. But for being almost 10-year-old tires, they feel remarkably good. Interior's got some squeaks and rattles because E36, but it feels pretty tight. Doesn't seem like anything's falling apart. I did notice, and I don't know if it picked up on the mic when I made that right-hand turn, when you go past like 90 degrees on the steering wheel and you keep turning, there's something in the column here that is squeaking a little bit. I don't know if it's like a bearing in the column or if there's just something binding here, but you can kind of hear it. And it's starting to rain already. So we'll run up on the freeway and come right back. Okay, well, solid little 90s coupe. I kind of dig it. Do I prefer it to be a manual? Absolutely. Do I think this is a very stylish, very cool car for, let's face it, probably under 10 grand? Yeah. I'm way into the color. If it was white over tan, if it was black over black, I would not like it nearly as much as I don't know. I think this thing is just really stylish, and it drives well, and it's got a lot of life left in it, and they're easy to work on. So check it out on Cars and Bids. Bid often, bid early, and yeah, very much appreciate it. Have a good one. Thank you. Let's roll.